Even your greatest mistakes shouldn't stop you from moving forward. The real evil is the power to kill people. Someone who finds himself with that power is cursed. Power comes in response to a need, not a desire. You have to create that need. The world isn't perfect, but it's there for us, doing the best it can. That's what makes it so damn beautiful. No matter how deep the night, it will always turn to day. A person who cannot give up anything can change nothing. If you can't find a reason to fight, then you shouldn't be fighting. A lesson without pain is meaningless, for you cannot gain something without sacrificing something else in return. Fear is not evil, it tells you what weakness is, and once you know your weakness, you can become stronger as well as kinder. If you simply obey orders without question to protect your master, that isn't your greatest wish, but your greatest tragedy. To know sorrow is not terrifying. What is terrifying is to know you can't go back to happiness you could have. Whatever you lose, you'll find it again, but what you throw away, you'll never get back. When people are protecting something truly special to them, they truly can become as strong as they can be. Don't give up. There's no shame in falling down. True shame is to not stand up again. No matter how hard or impossible it is, never lose sight of your goal. Fools who don't respect the past are likely to repeat it. If you can't do something, then don't. Focus on what you can do. The moment you think of giving up, think of the reason why you held on so long. A dream is worth less than nothing if you don't have someone else to share it. No one knows what the future holds, that's why its potential is infinite. Even if you're weak, there are miracles you can seize with your hands if you fight on to the very end. I would rather be a brainless monkey than a heartless monster. Never trust anyone too much. Remember, the devil was once an angel. No man chooses evil because it is evil. He only mistakes it for happiness and the good he seeks. If you don't share someone's pain, you can never understand them. I'll leave tomorrow's problems to tomorrow's me. Being weak is nothing to be ashamed of. Staying weak is. Hard work is worthless for those that don't believe in themselves. Don't beg for things, do it yourself, or else you won't get anything. Moving on doesn't mean you forget about things, it just means you have to accept what's happened and continue living. How can you move forward if you keep regretting the past? Being alone is better than being with the wrong person. Stop pitying yourself. Pity yourself, and life becomes an endless nightmare. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Those who break the rules are scum, that's true, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum. We die trusting the living who follow to find meaning in our lives. That is the sole method with which we can rebel against this cruel world. Don't worry about what other people think. Hold your head up high and plunge forward. Everybody can fight, it's just a choice of whether you should. Maybe there's only a dark road up ahead, but you still have to believe and keep going. Enjoy your life today. Yesterday is gone, and the tomorrow might never come. Change is inevitable. Instead of resisting it, you're better served simple going with the flow. If you don't like your destiny, don't accept it. Instead, have the courage to change it the way you want it to be. You've got 2 legs and a heartbeat. What's stopping you? I refuse to let my fear control me anymore. There are ends we don't desire, but they're inevitable. We have to face them. It's what being human is all about. Being strong isn't just about having power or move, it's about one's spirit. Even in moments of the deepest despair, I guess we can still find hope, huh? Falling is just another way of flying. If you're ever lost in the darkness, follow the compass in your heart. You should enjoy the little detours to the fullest, because that's where you'll find things more important than what you want.
Don't try to do everything by yourself. You are stronger than before. You have much more power. But as a result, you seem to have lost sight of something extremely important. You must remember, you know why the people of the Leaf Village stopped hating and fearing you. You know why they accepted you as one of their own. It's because you showed them that you understood them, and you fought for their acceptance. You just said, everyone who cares about you helped you get where you are. If you forget about everyone else because you now have power, you'll become arrogant and egotistical. However powerful you are, don't take it all on yourself. Because if you do, you will surely fail.
I know we've had some difficult times lately. We've had to struggle just to get by. But it's nothing to be ashamed of. There is a simple honor in poverty.
There's no honor for me without the Avatar.
Zuko, even if you did capture the Avatar, I'm not so sure it would solve our problems. Not now.
And there is no hope at all.
No, Zuko. You must never give in to despair. Allow yourself to slip down that road and you surrender to your lowest instincts. In the darkest times, hope is something you give yourself. That is the meaning of inner strength.
You're a good person. I hope you'll get to live a long life. Every day I've spent here, I've wondered, how did all these people let it come to this? Minds and bodies ruined, dreams of freedom erased, personalities burned away. No one would want to go to war if they knew what it would do to them. But it's not like we all leapt into that hell knowingly. Most of us were pushed. Some of us were pushed by other people. And some of us were pushed by the environments we grew up in. So, the few who do choose to leap into hell see it differently than the rest. And they're also able to see something beyond the hell. Maybe that something is hope, or maybe it's just another hell. Fact is, you can only find out by moving forward.
What's this all about? Sorry, but I knew you wouldn't want to sit still for a lecture, so I figured I had to pin you down. Let it go. You've got to forget about revenge. What? Believe me, in this work I've met a lot of guys who feel the way you do. Trust me, for those who follow the path of revenge, it never ends well. You'll only tear yourself apart. And even if you succeed and you get your revenge, what will you have then? Nothing. Emptiness. Shut up! What makes you think you know anything about it? It's easy for you to talk. You have no idea! Easy. Just try to calm down. Maybe if I was to kill the most important people in your life, everyone who's ever meant anything, maybe then I'd listen to you. Because maybe then you'd have some idea how I feel. It's an interesting theory, but I'm afraid you're a little late to put it to the test.
We humans, we're all the same. Every last one of us. For some it's drinking. For some, it's women. For some, even religion. Family, the king, dreams, children, power. All of us had to spend our lives drunk on something, else we'd have no cause to keep pushing on. Everyone was a slave to something.
Jiraiya-sensei?
Yes, what is it, Kakashi?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Is it urgent? Because I'm kind of busy right now.
I'm sorry to have bothered you.
Wait. You're already here. Just, speak your mind.
But I don't want to interrupt all your important business.
On second thought, there's nothing more important than students like you. Besides, I know you. You haven't spoken to anyone today, have you? People really should talk to other people every day, even if it's just small talk. Otherwise, their hearts grow dark and sullen. Talking to others builds bonds of friendship and camaraderie. It broadens the mind, and it makes you feel grateful to be alive. That's the kind of creatures we humans are.
There's no point standing around. We'll only be showered by more boulders. Ready your horses on the double!
Be honest. Are all of us riding to our deaths?
Yes, we are.
And since we're dying anyway, you're saying that it's better if we at least die fighting?
I am.
But wait. Then who cares what we do? We could just disobey your orders. And it wouldn't mean a thing, would it?
Yes, you're precisely right. Everything that you thought had meaning, every hope, dream, or moment of happiness, none of it matters as you lie bleeding out on the battlefield. None of it changes what a speeding rock does to a body. We all die. But does that mean our lives are meaningless? Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen, their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them! And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us! Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world! My soldiers push forward! My soldiers scream out! My soldiers rage!
You asked me why I'm doing all this. But even if I told you why, I doubt very strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all. But let's say that I take the time to explain it to you. What do you think would happen then? My goal is to fulfill the dream even Jiraiya-sensei was unable to achieve. What I want is to create peace and bring about justice. We're both just ordinary men driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred. Right now, we live in such a cycle. I know the past and can foretell our future. It is the same as our history. The shinobi world of ours is ruled by hatred, and hatred alone. So we believe that human beings simply cannot understand each other, and they never will. So, Naruto, how would you confront this hatred in order to create peace? I want to know what your answer is.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
There are many types of monsters in this world. Monsters who will not show themselves and who cause trouble. Monsters who abduct children. Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who suck blood. And monsters who always tell lies. Lying monsters are a real nuisance. They are much more cunning than other monsters. They pose as humans, even though they have no understanding of the human heart. They eat, even though they've never experienced hunger. They study, even though they have no interest in academics. They seek friendship, even though they do not know how to love. If I were to encounter such a monster, I would likely be eaten by it. Because in truth, I am that monster.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen. Everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. As long as there is a concept of victors, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love. There are nexuses, causal relationships that cannot be separated.